Hey, good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on my 2002 Mustang GT, and the project for today is we're going to be replacing all of the coil packs on the car. Basically what's going on with mine is it has about 100,000 miles on it, and it's been having a little bit of a rough idle. It has a little bit of a hesitation, like when I'm going up a hill and under certain kinds of acceleration. And then eventually I had a check engine light come on. So I hooked up my code reader to it, and it turned out that it was giving me the code that it was a misfire, cylinder number 5. So that kind of told me that one of the coil packs is probably bad, and so I decided to go ahead and order all 8 and replace all 8. And because I figured with this many miles on it, these coil packs were the original in the car, so I figure if one goes out, the other ones pretty soon will probably start going out, and I'll have to replace them all anyway. So if I'm going to replace one, it'd be a good time to replace all of them, and that's what we're going to do today. So I went ahead and just decided to stick with the Ford product, and it's product number DG508. If you like aftermarket stuff, you can go that route too. MSD makes coil packs, and Excel and other brands. So, but I figure OEM be good to go and get me back up and running, and it was a good price compared to the aftermarket, so I think I'll be just fine with that. Doesn't require any special tools. You'll probably want just a basic socket and ratchet set. Also, you're going to want some dielectric grease, and so we're going to be applying that to the bottom of the coil pack here where it connects to the spark plug to protect that connection. And so that's about all you're going to need for this project. So let's get under the hood here, and I'll give you a quick rundown of the steps you need to do to replace each coil pack. Okay, so here we are in the engine bay. I'll show you guys real quick where each coil pack is. So starting on this side of the engine, this is cylinder number 5, and so this is the one that the code reader was saying was misfiring. And so each coil pack has just one bolt holding it in, and then each one has a plug on it. And so what we're going to be doing is just unplugging each one, and we'll take out the bolt holding in each coil pack, and then these all just slide right out. So we got a coil pack here, this one, and then the one in the back. Okay, let's look at the other side of the engine. So on this side, we have one extra thing to take out. It's going to be this air intake tube, but it's pretty simple. Just loosen the band clamp, and then these hose connections just slide out, and we can kind of get that out of the way. So on this side, here's where one of the coil packs is. We're going to do the same thing. We'll just unplug them. There's a coil pack here, and then on the other side of the intake, and then in the very back under the fuel rail, we'll get that coil pack out. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got the air intake tube out of the way, and first thing we're going to do is just go ahead and unplug each coil pack. That one. Okay, and that one. All right, then we'll go ahead and unbolt each one. It's the first one. This one right there. And just be careful not to drop that one down. There we go. This one's at a little bit of an angle. There we go. And the one in the back, there we go. Got it. That one kind of looks tricky, a lot of stuff in the way, but we'll get it out. Okay. All right, so that's all 4 bolts. So let's go ahead and take each coil pack out. So they kind of lean over under that and slide right out. So there's the first one. Okay. Let's get the second one out. There we go. there's the second one. Okay, and the third one. And let's see if we can get this one. I'll angle it towards the firewall, like that. There we go. Just pull it up through there like that. Okay, we got that one out. Sweet. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and prep the new ones. I'll put some of that dielectric grease on the end of each coil pack, and then we'll stick those in. Okay, so I've got my 4 coil packs over here ready to go, and let's go ahead and get these installed. So they are at a little bit of an angle, but they should slide in just right, like that. And then they'll make contact with the top of the spark plug and kind of snap on, just like that. Okay, so that's the first one. Go for this one here, like that. All right, that one went in pretty easy. This one has a little more stuff in the way. Let's see, go like that. Okay, and then get it to go into the fuel rail. Like that. Oh, not quite right. There we go. Okay, and then the one in the back, I think I'll angle it this way, through there. Okay, whoop. There we go, and then drop it down on top of that. Okay, it looks like it's sliding down towards the spark plug, so that's good. All right, so now let's go ahead and put our bolts in. Go ahead and start with this one here. And these you'll probably just get them snug. They don't have to be super tight. You gotta remember the coil pack's made out of plastic, and you don't want to crack it. Put that one there. Okay, that one's good. Next one, here we go. I might get this one started by hand. There we go. Oh, little side. Here we go. Yeah, this one, the throttle body is a little bit in the way, so you're a little bit of an angle with your socket, but just get it started by hand, and then you can get your ratchet on it or socket, and it'll go. Okay, that feels good, and then try this one in the back. There we go. Okay, so these all look pretty good. Just gonna snug them. That one's good. And that one. And that one. Okay, so they're all bolted in. Now we'll just plug them back. Plug them back in like that. That one. And that one. Where are we at? There we are. Okay, and then the last one. All right, so this side is all done with the install of the new coil pack. So we'll just put the intake back on, intake tube back on, and then we'll go over to the other side and we'll do the same process for those. Okay, so here we are on the driver's side, and so we're just going to repeat the process. So we'll start by unplugging each of these. So less stuff in the way on this side, so probably go a little easier, a little quicker. Like that, like that. There we go. Okay, so now we're ready to take out each of the coil packs. There's the first one. That one. Okay. And the last one. Okay. Okay, and I have my new ones ready to go. So let's go ahead and install the new coil packs. Here we go. That's that one. Okay, that's the second one. Okay, that one. So far, so good. All right, so now we're ready to put the bolts back in. Get that to line up there. Okay, that one got started. Let's try this one. Okay, that one's good. And this one, right there. Oh, dropped it in a little too soon. There we go. That's a little tight spot. Okay. And the last one. Okay, so I got these all snug now. Good. That one's good. That one's good. And that one. All right. So now just gotta plug them back in. That. All right, so that was a pretty easy project. I think overall I could probably do this in about 20 minutes or so. I think the tricky part was doing the passenger side of the car because of the intake and a couple of the hoses that were in the way, but overall not too bad. So yeah, if you like that video, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.